seriously, I want to drink this. Hot, so hot. No, it's not ready. Alright, it's not worth it though. It's not worth the burn. It's not worth it. Hey y'all, I'm Jessica Lang, and you're watching The Survivor's Guide to Life, the place to be if you're just trying to figure out this thing called life. Are you stuck in a rut? Are you trying to make big changes, but you find that you keep making the same mistakes over and over again? Then you've come to the right place because today I'm going to give you 3 steps that you can take action on immediately to get you unstuck and on the right track to achieving your goals. Now, these tips are great if you've already kind of created your goals and you've started to implement them, but you're finding yourself getting hung up on the routine of them all, or doing them. So step 1: make a list and time it. Write down every little detail you want to implement, but don't go for the goal, right? If you have 3 goals, then give yourself no more than 5 steps per goal to make that goal happen. So, for example, if you're looking to set up a morning routine that includes like meditation or prayer, breakfast, and exercise, then the goal is setting up the morning routine, and the steps are like meditation, breakfast, exercise. Um, and then what you do is you break each one apart. So exercise 30 minutes a day, meditation 20 minutes a day. So you're timing each and every step. So when you plan each and every step, you're estimating how much time it'll take for you to do each thing, which then leads nicely into step 2, which is to plan ahead and schedule. Now, I know this might not be great for those people who are more spontaneous, which is not me. Sorry, I'm kind of like a routine person. But for those of us, I feel like whether you are spontaneous or you're like a really rigid person with a schedule like I am, I own it, I love it, it's how it is. It's still important that you make a plan and you schedule it in advance. So whether you're breaking out your trusty wall, like your paper calendar, like mine, which thank you, Narissa Brooks. Sorry, I had to shout out to my friend who made it because it's gorgeous. So whether you have a paper calendar like that or you just use what's on your phone, the important thing is that you write it all out. You create a schedule. So you know how much sleep, like you start with how much sleep you want to get that night or what time you want to wake up. Okay, I want to get up at 8 o'clock. So and I have to be at work at 10. Oh, the dream schedule, right? So you want 20 minutes for meditation and 30 minutes for exercise. So you put that all down and you can decide, okay, because I need this amount of time to get all these things done before I go to work. And you're also including like how much time it usually takes to get to work. Plus, maybe there's traffic or what have you. Then you can create a nice little chunk every day of I'm going to work out. I'm going to set my morning routine to start at this time, and you plan it out for months. For a month, not months. Sorry, for a month in advance. They say I hate when they say. Research says that it takes 21 days to for like a habit to stick, and I don't know. That may or may not be true. I played around with it. I'm sure other people have. I think it takes a little longer, but I also like the consistency or like the planning out of a large chunk of time. So plan out for the month. That way you're taking into account vacations or holidays. Include the weekends. All of those things. You put them down on your calendar. And finally, you get to step 3, which is you stick to it and you don't beat yourself up if you fall. So some days you just kind of wake up and you're not really feeling it. There's various reasons why that could be, but the point is, it's really not important why. You're just not feeling it. So you have a choice, right? You can either say, screw the morning routine, I'm going back to bed, or you can push through anyway. And one option will leave you, kind of in a guilt, shame, spiral that kind of puts you back on your goals, and may make it easier for you to in the future not to achieve what you want to achieve. And the other one is more kind of it's action oriented and pushes you forward. And it can leave you feeling more proud of yourself. So you really have to decide which one is right for you. I'm the type who's gonna say push forward anyway. If it's important for you to have this morning routine for whatever reason, um, you make it a priority. But let's say you just woke up, you're not feeling it, you're tired. What of those three things? We'll stick with the morning routine example, right? Of the three things you listed, what's important? Is breakfast important? Is the exercise important? Is the meditation important? Which one is like the priority? I mean, they're all important, but what is the priority? So I would say in that context, pick two. I mean, I would really say try to do all three and cut down the time. So instead of doing a 30-minute exercise routine, do 15 minutes. Or, instead of a long elaborate breakfast, maybe it's get some cereal or have a banana or whatever it is. So you can shorten the length of time and still try to get all three in. Or you can push forward and do all three in your regular time. And once you kind of get into it, either way, you once you get started, you'll start to feel it. You'll start to get into it, and so that's the push through method. But don't if you just really can't, and you just forget it, have to go back to bed. Um, Make a promise to yourself to get started the next day. That yeah, you failed today, but tomorrow, you're gonna make an effort to go to bed earlier tonight. You're gonna make a promise to yourself that you're really gonna stick to the routine starting again tomorrow, and then that way you can kind of let it go, because really we all have those off days, so you don't want to punish yourself. Now I want to hear from you. Are you ready to take action and make significant change in your life? What is getting in your way? Be specific and comment below. I want to hear from you. If you want to learn more about me or just other various topics that I write about, check out my website at jessicalangtherapy.com. You can sign up for my mailing list and check out lots of exclusive content, and you also get first dibs on anything new that I create.